Guys, what's going on? It's SpyCat, and this is, I almost said random pickups. The first time I didn't actually do my hair in a video. It's Sunday afternoon. I didn't want to take a shower. I'm just kind of being lazy today. I usually put gel in my hair. But who cares? Anyway, this is going to be episode 2 of my out-of-print movie collection. On the last episode, I showed you guys the movies that were out of print for my Disney movie collection and my family movie collection. And today I'm going to be going through all my comedy section, and also romantic comedies that are out of print as well. Keep in mind that I am going to throw in some movies that I just think are kind of forgotten about movies that aren't talked about that much that I really liked when I watched them and stuff. I'll throw in some of those movies, but mainly this is going to be movies that are out of print, worth money. They don't print them anymore. That's why they're called out of freaking print. And yeah, here we go. All right, so as you guys know, the last time I showed you guys these 3 rows, I showed you like 5 rows. Oh no, I showed you more than that. I showed you 6 rows, 7 rows. 7 rows. So I showed you 7 rows last time. Today, my comedy section consists of all the way down. So we're going to go through all these. Like I said, I looked on eBay to see, I just typed in like comedy movies that are out of print, and I found a lot that I didn't even know were out of print. So I'm going to show you guys all that, starting with A, ending with romantic comedies, which are all the way at the bottom. Here we go. So, I guess we're going to start at A. For some reason, I saw that the Ace Ventura, this snapback version, is out of print. I don't know why, especially though When Nature Calls. That one I saw on eBay was out of print. This movie right here, I don't know if it's out of print, but it's by one of these brands that like you never hear of. You never really see this movie in the stores. I was lucky to get one at Rasputin and Haight. But it's this movie called Adopted with Pauly Shore, where he goes and like tries to adopt these 2 kids from Africa, and he's like, it's really funny. It's one of those forgotten about movies. That one I don't think is out of print though. Amos and Andrew. From what I know, this one says it's out of print when I go to Amoeba. Let's see. This Anchorman, Wake Up, Ron Burgundy, The Adventure Continues. This is out of print. And I will show you guys which ones are like worth a lot of money. The Associates out of print with Whoopi Goldberg. Here's a movie you don't see too often, Back by Midnight, the second to last Rodney Dangerfield movie. This one's pretty funny. Bad filming though. It's pretty, not even B movie, it's a C movie. But it's still out of print. Baghdad Cafe, this old school movie. It's out of print. Let's see. Bebe's Kids, this one's out of print. This one's worth a little bit of money. Let's see. Trimark put this one out, this version out. The Trimark emblems on there, that's out of print. Best of Times. Kurt Russell and Robin Williams. Here's one I don't know is out of print, but you just never see this movie anymore. So, could be out of print. I'm not saying it is. Let's see. We got $1 Billion Hobo. I don't know if this is out of print, but I think it is. Biodome's out of print. Blank Man, I don't think it's out of print. You know what? I did see a sticker on this that said it was out of print last time I was at Amoeba, though. Here's one of those movies, this is out of print. The Breaks. This movie is so freaking funny. I loved this when it came out. This is with Carl Anthony Payne II. He was in Family Matters show. And then it has the comedian that only was in a few movies. He's from Oakland, California, and he died. I don't know why, but he like, I don't know if he got killed or something, but he's dead. He died real early. That's one of my favorite movies, though. Let's see. Keep going. Bye Bye Love, the Anchor Bay version's out of print. Cabin Boy, I just saw that this was out of print at Amoeba. Cadillac Man, that's out of print. Cannonball Run 2 is the one that's out of print. I don't know if this one's out of print. Denzel Washington and Carbon Copy with Jack Warden and George Segal. One of his very first movies he was in, that's out of print. Here's a movie that just isn't talked about that much. I really liked this one in the 90s when it came out. where they kidnap Damon Wayans, the basketball player, just to make it win some bet or something, so they win the bet, something like that. Chairman of the Board, Carrot Top. You don't see this movie too much. I believe this is out of print as well. Let's see. I didn't know this was out of print until I looked on eBay, but Class is out of print with Andrew McCarthy. He was in Weekend at Bernie's 1 and 2. Clay Pigeons. I just picked this up yesterday for only $1.99, and I saw that this was out of print on eBay. Clifford, one of my favorite movies of all time. This one's out of print. And this one used to be worth like $250 on eBay like years ago. I don't know if it is anymore, but this one's kind of hard to find. You don't see this one too many times. I saw this. It's an original HBO movie. I saw this on HBO when it came out as a kid, and I loved it. Gotta go to the next row. All right. I have a lot to go through, so I'm trying to go fast. Coneheads, out of print. And unless I mention it's worth a lot of money, it's, you know, just because it's out of print, it's just out of print. It doesn't mean it's like $100 or anything. Some of these things are like $5 to $10 that I'm saying are out of print on eBay. The Couch Trip with Walter Matthau and Dan Aykroyd. This was this company called Maverick. They made a lot of like LA hood type movies, comedy movies, hood movies. And now that company's out of business or whatever, so their movies are, a lot of them are out of print. Country General with the guy from Friday. Crimes of the Heart. This movie right here is worth some money for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. With Diane Keaton, Jessica Lange, Sissy Spacek. Daddy and Them, a movie that has a couple clips of Jim Varney in it. We know him better as Ernest. That's out of print because I saw it. I don't think this is out of print. Let's see. Death to Smoochie's out of print. Let's see what else is here. The Deconstructing of Harry. Robin Williams has a part in this. Tons of actors are in this movie. Woody Allen. A lot of Woody Allen movies are out of print. Delirious with John Candy. That's out of print. Let's keep going. Dogma sells at me, but it always says it's out of print. Especially that double pack. The double one. The double disc one. It's like thick and crap. Dutch. This is the Anchor Bay version of Dutch. I think this is out of print. You don't see this movie too much. It's one of Jim Carrey's very first movies he was in. Earth Girls Are Easy. Eddie, I'm just throwing this out there. I loved this when I was a kid for some reason. Not saying it's out of print. All right. 18 Again, put out by Anchor Bay. That's out of print. I saw that this was out of print. Let's see. I'm going to try and go fast because I have a crap load of movies to show you guys. Everything You Always Wanted to Know About Sex, Woody Allen. I need to make some room, so I'm going to put that there. Father's Day is out of print. Takes place in San Francisco, one of my favorite movies. Folks, this movie used to go for a lot of money on eBay. Check this one out. I don't know why, but it's worth some money. And it's kind of like this movie, so yeah, I think this one's out of print as well. For Richer or Poor. Both, I don't know, these are like similar movies. I always thought that these are like kind of similar covers and everything. But that's out of print from what I know. Ooh, I didn't pull this one out. Foxes, this is out of print too. Let's see. Gotta put this one back. Funny About Love, I have this in the package. Need to put that one back in my unopened section. The Gang That Couldn't Shoot Straight with Robert De Niro, out of print. Getting Away with Murder. Going Places. This was put out by Anchor Bay. The guy from My Father the Hero. This is a movie I don't think is out of print, but you just never see this movie or hear about this movie. Kind of cool. And you guys can check out all my comedy movies. Let me know if you see a comedy movie that you know is out of print, let me know in the comments so I kind of know. Holy Matrimony's out of print. Hot Dog. I remember I got this at Goodwill, came home and I looked and it was like $50 to $100. Kind of had the feeling that was out of print. Not too much over here except It's Pat, the movie. This one's out of print. Next shelf. I'm getting lower to the ground, and being 33 years old, it doesn't feel good on my neck and my arms, I can tell you that right now. Jeffrey, you don't see this movie too much. This is a pretty gay movie, but I think it's out of print. I just got it because it was like funny. It has the Star Trek guy, Patrick Stewart. It looks kind of dumb. That was before the comedies were gay, but they weren't in any way gay. But there's another movie like that, but now they're really too gay for me. Joe's Apartment. This is out of print. Jury Duty, out of print. I just saw that on eBay, said it was out of print. Keeping Mum, this is one of those forgotten about movies with one of Patrick Swayze's last ones and Mr. Bean's in it. Not a lot of people know about that movie. Kicked in the Head, I believe this might be out of print. I don't think this is out of print. I just wanted to throw this out there. That's a forgotten about good movie. The Last Detail. I paid $25 for this. This thing's out of print. And that's in the package. So let me pull this out. I gotta put that back. Let's see. Here's a movie that's out of print. Like Father, Like Son. Plus, not a lot of people know about this movie. Kirk Cameron's great. Local Hero with Burt Lancaster. One of my favorite actors. Here's a movie you don't hear about too much. It's one of my favorite movies, Lost in America. Where, yeah, they go to Vegas and they lose all their money and stuff. It's just a great movie. Not out of print. I said I was going to throw some movies out there, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm in shorts, and I just got rug burn on my legs sliding across. That crap hurt. Making Baby, another one of those weird companies that you never hear about anymore. I'm just throwing this out there because I'm Italian. Mambo Italiano. Movie not many people talk about. The Man, out of print, surprisingly. Let's see. I never even knew I had this one. Manny Quinn? Manny Quinn? I don't know how to even say that. I don't know why I don't know how to say that, but I don't. This movie I just got to. I don't think it's out of print, but Meatballs is out of print. Meet Wally Sparks. I'm just throwing this out there. You don't hear too much about this movie anymore. I loved it when it came out. Men at Work is out of print. Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen. Here's another Woody Allen one. Let's see. I don't know if this Criterion Collection version is out of print. I'm not sure. Mr. Destiny with James Belushi and Linda Hamilton's in this. I love the 90s. And I don't think this is out of print, but just wanted to throw that out there. Necessary Roughness was on... I saw on eBay this one was out of print. Not going for a lot, but still it's out of print. Let's see. Woody Allen movie. I think that, yeah, this is a Woody Allen movie. New York Stories is out of print. Jimmy Reardon with early River Phoenix. One of his younger roles. That's not out of print. Noises Off is out of print. John Ritter. Let's see. And I think part 2 of this I saw was out of print as well. I have part 1. Oh God, You Devil. Here's the part 1. Let's see. I'm against the wall, so I'm trying to squeeze. Out Cold. This one's out of print. I don't know why, but this is out of print. I see it at the store say out of print. Once Upon a Crime. This is one of those movies that's worth a little bit of money too. Odd Jobs with Paul Reiser. You don't see this one too much. HBO movie. Pals. You don't hear about that movie too much. This is not a print, but you just don't hear about this Edward Furlong one. Artisans, Picking Up the Pieces. Kind of a rare movie. Out of printy. Alright, now I'm even lower to the ground, so this is really going to be painful. This Menticular Color, whatever you call that soundy stuff right there, is out of print. Let's see. Pootie Tang is out of print. Yeah, I'm on the bottom shelves. Right, this is beginning to piss me off now. Pros and Cons, you don't hear about that one too much. Rat Race is out of print. Ready to Rumble's out of print. Real Men, John Ritter, out of print. The Real Blonde, out of print. Here's a forgotten about movie, put out by Anchor Bay, Rhinestone, where you see Stallone actually like singing. Kind of cool. Ringmaster, Jerry Springer, out of print. Scenes from the Mall, Woody Allen Blu-ray, out of print. Rushmore, I think this might be out of print. A lot of Woody Allen's ones are out of print. Soap Dish with Kevin Kline, Sally Field, Robert Downey Jr., Whoopi. The Scout. You just don't see this movie too often. I'm not saying that one's out of print. Send Me No Flowers is out of print. And I don't know why this is in here. This should actually be in my classic section. Anything before 70s should be in my classic section. That's how I organize. You guys saw I just got this one on the last random pickups. She Devil with Roseanne Barr, Meryl Streep. Hold on. Alright, here's a movie you don't hear about too often. The Sixth Man with Marlon Wayans, where his brother dies and the brother comes back and helps him play basketball better, but he's kind of has an evil side to him. Loved that movie when it came out. Here's a movie you don't hear about too often. Another earnest one that not a lot of people know about. Snowboard Academy. Let's see. I don't think Spaceballs is out of print. Strangers with Candy's out of print. Not worth anything, though. I think some of us... Yeah, this one's out of print, too. Russell Crowe. I think there's another one of those gay movies, but... It was in the 90s when it wasn't, like, anything too bad. Summer School's out of print. Swimming with Sharks. This was put out by who? Some weird Trimark brand. Yeah, Trimark. I just love the cover to this. Swing Shift. Take the Money and Run. Woody Allen, out of print. Nothing over here. Nothing over here. I think Tomcats is out of print. It's really hard to get a good angle here. Tootsie, out of print. Dustin Hoffman. Toys. This is in the package. That's out of print. Here's a movie you don't hear about too often either. Tortilla Heaven. Where they say, with George Lopez. This is funny, man. The tortilla has like a Jesus face in it, so the whole town is just worshiping it and all that stuff. Great funny movie. Anchor Bay one, Transylvania 5000. Transylvania. I didn't even know Twins was out of print, but now that one's out of print. Undercover Blues. The Visitors. This movie's so freaking good. This reminds me of the movie Just Visiting. Same exact kind of thing. Great movie. I'm glad I have that one. Let's see. The War of the Roses is out of print. And not too much over here. Where No Angels, I think, is out of print. I could have sworn I saw that one out of print. Who's Harry Crumb is out of print. And now, this is going to get more painful. Real painful. Alright, so now we're on the last row. There's so many I just don't have time to talk about them like I really want to. I forgot about P.S. Your Cat is Dead. This one's out of print. I love that movie, man. Okay, so now we're on the bottom. So we're about done with the comedy movies. Now I'm going to move on to the romantic comedy movies that are out of print. All of Me, that's out of print. That was put out by Trimark. Boomerang, I believe, is out of print. Might not be. Defending Your Life is one of my favorite movies of all time. Just had to throw that one in there. Feeling Minnesota, for some reason, is out of print on eBay. Finding Preet, kind of one of those forgotten about movies. I like it. Frankie and Johnny, Michelle Pfeiffer, Al Pacino's out of print. Here's a great one. Not a lot of people know about this one. Rodney Dangerfield's The Fourth Tenor, where it's a romantic comedy not a lot of people know about. Let's see. Heavy, this one's out of print. We're about a heavy person, I guess. Gotta watch that one again. Revisit it. Her Alibi's out of print. Here's a Woody Allen one, Husbands and Wives. George Costanza in I Don't Buy Kisses Anymore. Now, I'll be surprised if anyone even knows that this movie ever existed. But I freaking have it, and I'm glad I have it. I want someone to eat cheese with. One of those cheeseball romantic comedies. I don't think it's out of print. I just had to throw it out there. One of those not a lot of people heard about it movies. Irish Jam. Eddie Griffin. Not a lot of people hear about that one. Let's see. Jerry Lewis as the ladies' man. That one's out of print as well. I think The Lonely Guy's out of print. Lost and Found with David Spade. Out of print. Alright, this is really hard to do. Wow. Love Letter with Tom Selleck. Love Stinks. You don't see that too often. Artisan. A lot of these Artisan titles are out of print. Made to Order. Got that at Goodwill. Robin Williams, Moscow on the Hudson. My Best Friend's Wife. Some brand you never heard of. Goodbye Girl. Neil Simon's The Goodbye Girl with Jeff Daniels. Here's a movie you just don't hear about too often. One of those brands. I like this. This is a good one. Not out of print though. Okay, let me move over. I'm not pressing pause anymore. I'm just going. Pizza. One of those forgotten about movies. I like this one. I think this might be out of print. I don't think so though. Who knows? Maybe. Here's another great forgotten about one right here. Shrimp on the Barbie. Really good movie. That's a hard one to find. I guess if I pull them out, it'll be easier for me. Something Wild with Jeff Daniels. Here's one. Sprung. I used to love this movie when I was a kid. I like that movie. Let's see. Tao of Steve. This is just throwing this out there because a lot of people forgot about this one. I love this movie, man. And last but not least, I don't see anything else that's out of print over here. Woo is out of print. But here's the movie that's worth the most. This thing, for some reason, I got it at Goodwill, knew it was out of print, and it's worth a lot of money. It's going for like $324. I have no idea why, but yeah, it's going for that. Alright, and the last two I have is The Other Sister and Woo. So that was it for my out-of-print DVD comedy, romantic comedy section. Because I have 8 more minutes or 6 more minutes on this thing, I'm going to show you guys the VHS tapes as a bonus feature of this video that you can't find on DVD. It's really hard to find it on DVD, or it never was even released on DVD. So here we go, fast style. So this is the movie that I kind of fell asleep on this last night, but I got this one. It's one of those movies that never was on DVD. So I got that. So, okay. I kind of regret even trying to do this because there's so many I should just make a video by itself of the VHS ones that are hard to find on DVD. But here's just some of them. Here, I'm not going to show them all. Want that on DVD. Want that on DVD. Here's one you don't see too often. Let's go to the other shelf. Matinee. Stewart Saves His Family. Rodney Dangerfield's The Godson. Getting Even with Dad. Can't find that on DVD. It's out of print. The Edge. Jason Alexander's in that. Let's see what this one is. Scenes from the Class Struggle in Beverly Hills. That's Inconceivable Dudes in that. Mr. Right. Hard to find. Another Costanza movie. That one. Drop Dead Fred. I paid $7.99 for it. Glad I got it. The tape's worth some money. The Van. That's The Couch Trip. The Heidi Chronicles, not on DVD. Jamie Lee Curtis. Angelina Jolie movie. Here's that's like a kid's movie. Sidekicks, that's hard to find. That's not even comedy. Alright, Curly Sue, I'm an idiot to have sold my Curly Sue thing. I don't know why I did that. I also sold Milk Money, Curly Sue, Smoke Signals is out of print. The Pest is out of print. I used to have that. So I'm just giving you some flashbacks on movies that you're not going to find on DVD or that are out of print now. There's a Charlie Sheen one. Nostalgic. You don't see that one too much. Tattletale. You don't see that one. This one's out of print. George Costanza. The few movies he did in the 90s usually aren't really talked about. Macaroni. Out of printy. Macaroni. Out of printy. Fugitives. It's kind of rare. Let's see. For Keeps. I haven't found that on DVD. Weird Science is now out of print. Gung Ho. I want to find that one on DVD. Strange Brew. Rick Moranis. Mr. Jealousy. Just some nostalgic crap going on here. I don't know why you never see this on DVD. You don't see that one too much. Road to Redemption. Ooh, I might want to watch this one. I like those 90s comedies. I want to find this one on DVD as well. Last Shelf That Night with Juliette Lewis. Boy Meets Girl. Now here's a couple more tapes that you can't find on DVD or that are out of print. Harder to find and crap. Let's see. Lightning Jack. That's a good one. Stingiest Man in Town. Forgot to show that on my last one. Rodney Dangerfield, Rover Dangerfield. Wish I could find that on DVD. Telling Lies in America's out of print. That's not a comedy. Let's see. Johnny Be Good. Rated R version, I guess. That's kind of nostalgic. This one, Somebody Killed Her Husband. This one's worth a lot of money, as you could see. Don't think it's a comedy, though. But that's freaking it for the out-of-print movie collection. Hold on. Alright, so that was it. We got through it. That was a lot of freaking crap. So that was episode 2. Out-of-print movie collection, out-of-print DVD collection. The VHS one was just a bonus feature if you guys actually got through and watched this whole thing. So, that was it. That was my out-of-print movie collection. Episode 2, comedy and romantic comedy movies with the bonus feature. See you guys next time for what section? We'll look at the out-of-print movies in maybe sci-fi, horror. All the genres I didn't do. I only did family, comedy. It's almost 30 minutes, so see you later.